In this screencast, we're going to look at finding the database to get you what you need and also talk a little bit about what a subscription database is. So a subscription database is different from just a regular website. First of all, in order to get to the databases, you have to go through this database portal on the DMS library page. If I do a Google search, I am not going to find these databases or the information that is in them. They are in separate places on the internet. Subscription databases are not free. We do have to buy our subscriptions. Subscription databases get fact-checked and edited, and websites do not always do that. So those are the main differences between subscription databases and websites. So to get to the databases, you need to be on the DMS library homepage. They have their own drop-down tab, and then they're split up by the kind of databases. So we've got our tutorials, and then we have general reference databases, and those are things like Britannica, so encyclopedias and databases that are going to give you a nice general overview of a topic. Probably won't go super in depth, but a good place to start your research. We have humanity databases. Humanities are things like biographies, arts, literature, pop culture, things like that. So we have a number of humanities databases. We have a language database, a Spanish reference center. We have periodicals, and periodicals are newspapers and magazines. We have things like the Boston Globe and the New York Times and popular magazines. We have some science databases, so science collections, health and wellness resource center. And then we have a number of social studies databases, databases that focus on American history and also world history. So the very first thing you need to think about when you're going to use a database is which of these databases is going to be the most helpful in getting what you need. And it's not always what you might think of automatically. So let's say that I am going to do some research on George Washington, and I want to know about his presidency. So in this case, it probably makes sense for me to use a social studies database. I would use either US History and Context or American History, and I would probably pretty easily be able to find information about George Washington and his presidency. If, however, I want to do research on George Washington's early life, I actually will probably have better luck if I go to humanities and use a biography database. Because the social studies databases are probably going to be focused mostly on his historical impact. They might not talk about his early life, but a biography would. If I was going to look for information on Ebola, and I wanted to know what the symptoms were and how to cure it and how it spreads, I'd probably go to science and look in Health and Wellness Resource Center. But if I wanted to find out about the Ebola crisis that happened in 2014 and 2015, then I actually would probably have better luck going to the periodicals and using something like Boston Globe or New York Times or InfoTrack and searching for articles from that time period so that I could actually see what was happening. So it definitely depends on what it is you're looking for that's going to influence what database is going to be the best fit for your needs.